Hi, this is Hunting the Coins, and today I'll be reviewing Metronome. So what is Metronome? It claims to be the first cross-blockchain cryptocurrency, which is not true because Polkadot is also making a cross-blockchain cryptocurrency. It plans to make decentralization possible and deliver institutional class endurance, so I'm assuming they plan to make a very, very fast blockchain. It's being developed by Block Labs, and it initially will be issued on Ethereum Classic, then rootstock on Bitcoin, and then Quantum support is expected to follow. So why do we need Metronome? It claims to have self-governance, so there'll be zero founders control after initial launch and public access. And it claims to be reliable, so the predictability where issuance and supply is being predictable and immutable. And it claims to be portable, so there'll be maximum decentralization because it'll be on different blockchains. So what about the token? It'll be issued via a autonomous descending price auction, which is a Dutch auction. 20% of the initial supply will go to the founders, so 80% will go to the public, so about 8 million for the public and 2 million for the founders. 100% of the proceeds from initial auction will be used for price support, so this will prevent dumping and price crash. Let's look at the token supply. Further supplies of the Metronome token will be run via smart contract ICOs, with 99.75% of the funds going to the founders. This kind of sounds like a never-ending ICO from my perspective, and this is not really good for investors' perspective. So they're getting free cash daily, basically. Let's take a look at the team. There's the former Bitcoin dev, Jeff Garzak. He's a former Bitcoin core dev. And then you have he's also part of the SegWit2x team who helped arrange SegWit2x and cancel it. And you have Matthew, who is a Blockchain Capital founder, a very influential crypto capital company. And you have Peter, who is involved in the Mt. Gox lawsuit, which I'll talk about in a sec. We have Vinny as an advisor, who is quite famous in the crypto space, and he's also the founder of Civic, an identity platform. What about the good sides of this ICO? It has a very bold ambition, cross-blockchain, and a very nice-looking website. It has a very innovative ICO method, using the proceeds from the initial coin offering as a price support. It has Vinny Lingham as an advisor, so Vinny Lingham is very influential. And you also have an experienced team, former Bitcoin core dev as the CEO. What about the bad of this ICO? The CEO was actually kicked out of Bitcoin Core because of inactivity, and he's also involved with SegWit2x. Depending on how you see it, it could be a big negative. They also have an empty GitHub. There isn't any progress at the moment on Metronome. The chief cryptographer was involved in the Mt. Gox scandal. So Peter was actually involved in a lawsuit where he actually sued Mt. Gox for $5 million, but the money was actually bogus. So they actually kept the money they gained from the lawsuit, and they used it. The excuse they made was it was for the lawsuit fees, and that $5 million could have been used to pay off other investors who lost their money because of Mt. Gox, and they actually wasted a lot of time and effort in the lawsuit as a result. So this is actually a very, very bad publicity for this ICO. Inflationary supply metronomes also goes, the profit from this inflationary supply metronomes actually goes to the founders. So there'll be an ICO that goes on every single day after the initial coin offering, and all the profits, basically all the profits, goes to the founders. So this is not a very good thing from an investor's perspective. What is my final verdict? I think this is a very, very bad ICO. I mean, the price support is a great idea, and the team is highly experienced, but because they're doing initial coin offering every single day with all the profits after the ICO going to the founders, this is just terrible from my perspective. It's not like they're a non-profit foundation like Ethereum. Even non-profits like non-profit foundations like Tezos can run away with your money if they don't know what they're doing. And perpetual ICO, in my opinion, is a big red flag. The only reason I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt is because I think that the team might deliver something, and they have some really, really solid team members. minus Peter, obviously. But this is something it will be on my radar. I'll keep a lookout, and if they raise a very low amount of money, somewhere around 20-30 million, I might chip a bit of money in. Otherwise, I'll stay away. I mean, EOS ran a perpetual ICO, and that didn't work out quite well because they were overhyped. I think they raised somewhere around 200 million in their first day ICO. So unless they raise a ridiculously low amount of money, I'll totally stay away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. Join my Telegram group and follow me on Twitter. I'll see you in the next one.